That's good. Yeah.
What can you do with prejudiced teachers? Because one day I wore a cookie on my day, and the teacher said, "Why are you wearing underwear?"
What did you reply?
I told her, I said, "This is my underwear. This is I love to wear it's something like this. It's my religious practice or whatever." I just told her that, and she said, "Oh."
You complain to the principal. Go to the principal and tell her make you not wear it. You have to complain.
Yeah.
Just complain to the principal.
Has to do with like the school policy.
You can't wear hats.
How about the Jews having the hat on their head? It's halal, huh? But the Muslim cannot have. You talk. You feel shy, it doesn't work. Stand up and say the truth, and don't worry.
There is a misunderstanding. Many of our children do not know, and especially it comes to us as parents, we do not educate our children enough to tell them what they can do and what they cannot do, what they are allowed to do in school and what they are not allowed to do. There is, in public school in particular, there is no uniform. You can wear anything you want. There is no uniform. In public school, generally, there is no uniform. Your teacher, your principal cannot force you to wear this or to wear that. But if your teacher tells you you wear something different, and then you say, okay, I won't wear it, of course. The comment has to be, if you see something different, what would you say? You ask, what is it? But asking doesn't mean you cannot wear it. So you have to be clear in your mind that, yes, it is difficult, yes, it is hard to be different, but that's the point. You are different. Don't be like anybody else. You have to be different. And each one of you have gone through so many. You are different. You are not like anybody else. And you have to keep that in mind. If you don't want to be different, then you will have kind of temporarily easy life. But in long run, it's not easy. It's going to fire back on you. When the older kids have that experience. We wanted to gain the acceptance in school, in colleges. We want to be cool, the word that they use in school, in the campuses. And what is cool? You wear dress, and then next day you have to wear pants that are real loose, lousy, and you drag them around, and you wear them, and you look cool. It's the lousiest look that you can have, but yet somebody started it, and you are wearing it, you are doing it. So you have to be yourself. You have to decide for yourself what is it that is cool, what is it that looks nice. I was just giving an example. It's very naive example, but it's when somebody wears the kufi for salat, they say, well, in Pakistan, in India, people go for prayer, and they don't have anything, they put their handkerchief on their head, to cover their head. And say, why, it's gross. But now you see everybody, because the few players wear it, everybody wears that handkerchief around their head. And it's a fashion. So it's not that something is good or something is bad. It's just you give in to the pressure. Everybody else does it for what? You have to ask that question yourself first. Why? What is good in it? Is there any good in it? Physically, mentally, spiritually? Why is it done? I see really few of the new kids in school wearing those too loose jeans, dragging behind them. It's really disgusting to me. I may be from out of space, but it is. And when you look, you have to be to yourself. You have to be you and not anybody else. If you start becoming somebody else, your life is going to be miserable, because you cannot make happy everybody else.
This morning we have mentioned it, I don't know, maybe to the girls, I don't know, to the boys. We said the sheriff department gave us a video. The title of that video is Dress for Death. And they have made survey among the Hispanic, the African American, the Asians, and the Caucasians. what type of a dress your boy and girl may dress, and it might be to be killed by another group. It's a dress, normally you buy it from a department store, but it is a gang dress. If it is not the dress, it's the shoes, the color of the shoes, the color of the lace, the color of everything. And they tell you how to investigate upon your children, whether they are part of the gang and you don't know. And they show you where to go to find it. And so many things which is very, very important. I know none of us involved, but in order to protect the life of your children not to be shot by another gang, they may think that you are a gang. So inshallah, if you remind me, Sister Aqila, I'll send you a copy of that, which will help tremendously. You duplicate as many as possible and send it to the family.